The light is gone not because the world is dangerous, but because humans use it like free electricity and forget to turn on the gratitude button. Okay? Come, baby. Myths, stories. Myth. The Gatekeeper of Light. Welcome to the never-old stories, where every story contains a bit of myth, a bit of mystery, and a bit of, wow, so that's it? Today I'll tell you about the Gatekeeper of Light, a god that few people know about, but who secretly decides the fate of the world. Part 1. Forgotten Legend. Once upon a time, long ago, when heaven and earth were not yet divided, there was a gate called Lumen Gate, Gate of Light. It doesn't lead to heaven nor to hell, it leads to everything. All the answers, all the secrets, all the futures, all the choices of mankind. But to keep the gate from being misused, the gods placed a guardian beside it. Aurelian. They didn't call him God, nor did they call him warrior. They called him guardian of the unto-be. That sounds a bit too much. Part 2. The Question Bearer. One day, a girl named Lyra from a small village set out to find the answer to what made the world tremble, the growing darkness. No one knew why the darkness was spreading. Not monsters, not magic. Just the light fading, bit by bit. Lyra had walked through forests, mountains, and cities, left without the sun. It was believed that only the Lumen Gate knew what was happening, and only Aurelian could give her the answers. Part 3. The Meeting of Light and Question. Lyra came to the gate. There, Aurelian stood still as a statue of liquid light. He said, "I can answer all questions, but before I answer, I must know why you dare come here." Lyra replied, "Because the world needs light to live." Aurelian shook his head. "No men have lived without light. Men fear what they do not understand more than what they do not see." Lyra was speechless, but then she said, "Then tell me the truth, no matter how frightening it is." Aurelian smiled, for the first time in thousands of years. Part 4. The Secret of the Dark. Aurelian touched the gate, and the light pulsed like breath. "The darkness," he said, "does not come from an enemy. It comes from the will of men." Lyra was surprised. "We do not want the darkness," Aurelian asked. "Do you remember the last time men truly appreciated the light?" Lyra was silent. Aurelian continued. "When men get used to magic, they forget it is magic. The light does not disappear. It goes away. Because it is no longer appreciated," Lyra whispered. "Then how do we get it back?" "Not me," Aurelian said. "You." Part 5. The Responsibility of the Humans. Aurelian gave Lyra a small piece of light, the size of a grain of sand. "If you take this back to the world, teach them to remember the wonder that made them look up to the sky. The light will return. Not for me, for them." Lyra asked, "And if they don't believe me?" Aurelian replied, "Then darkness will come, and that is their choice." Part 6. The Journey Back. Lyra brought the light back. But for the light to bloom, she had to make people. Remember hope, remember dreams. Remember that light is not a right, it is a gift. She told the story of the Lumen Gate, about Aurelian, about the warning. At first, no one believed, but when the light in her hand grew brighter every time someone smiled, or was grateful, or helped someone, people began to understand, and then the sun rose again, for the first time in many, many years, not from the sky, but from the hearts of people. Lyra became the second keeper of light, not guarding a mythical gate, but guarding the hearts of those who remembered. The light never dies, it only waits to be seen. And Aurelian, It is said that sometimes, in the moment of dawn, you can see him standing somewhere where the first light touches the world, not guarding the gate, but smiling, because at last humanity has remembered. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can follow along with us. Together, we'll keep finding the best stories to help you drift off nice and early. Take care, and see you next time.